Welcome back, folks. Very quick public service announcement. Now, after playing on the 9.7 test server, I noticed that a few tanks were actually missing from the tech tree. So tanks like the Talk 2 no longer exist. Yeah, you know what that means. Wargaming is actually removing a few premium tanks from the tech tree. So tanks like the Talk 2, gone. The Panther M10, gone. The FCM36 Pack 40, gone. So what does that mean? Now, I have talked about this before. Wargaming is trying to remove premium tanks with preferential matchmaking. So tanks like the IS-6 might get removed soon. So yeah, if you want to buy those tanks right now, I think it's a good time because they are removing a few premium tanks from the gift shop and probably place them as rewards for future tournaments or legacy shop sales, whatever they call it. So yeah, that sucks. So tanks like the FCM 50T might get removed from the gift shop, but here's the list of all the premium tanks with preferential matchmaking. So you might decide whether or not to buy it right now. Otherwise, it might be too late, like the E25. So here are the list of all the premium tanks with preferential matchmaking that I think might get removed. So here we go. And here's a showcase of all the premium tanks with preferential matchmaking that I think might get removed. Now let's start off with the Chinese. The Chinese mostly have buyable tier 8 heavy and medium tank, the 112 and the T-34-3. These two has preferential matchmaking, but I doubt it that these two will get removed from the gift shop because they're relatively new and yeah, it's alright. So I think these two will stay. For the French, we have the FCM36 Pack 40. This is getting removed, so that's confirmed ish with the test server. The FCM50T is on the fence, so it's grayish area. It's a little bit older than the 112 and the T-34-3, but not really that old. So likely patch 8.3, I think, or 8.4 that it was introduced. So still a little bit relative, and I doubt it. So it's on the grayish fence area. And the rest, nobody can get the artillery version, so meh. Let's look at the Germans. The Panzer S-35, this is getting removed, so if you want to buy one, now's a good time. The Panzer 4S Schmalter, this has normal matchmaking, so it's out of the question. Same goes with the T-25. I think it has normal, yeah, it does. So that's out of the question. Dicker Max sees up to tier 8s. That's out of the question. You cannot get the E25 already. The Panther M10, this is getting removed. So this is a big one. Yak Tiger 88. That's interesting because they're introducing the Kruppsteier Waffenträger and the Kanonon Jagdpanzer at tier 8. So we might see the Yak Tiger 88 get removed from the gift shop. So this is like 60% ish might get removed. It's not 50-50 with the FCM, so FCM 50T, so this is not 50-50, but this is more like 60% ish. So we might see a lack of the Yak Tiger 88, and the rest of these is yeah. The Panzer B2 already got removed with the introduction of the French, so yep. Alright. The Japanese is fine. Everything is fine. The Chinookai has tier 7 matchmaking. So is the STA2 has tier 10. That's out of the question. For the British, we have the Matilda Black Prince as well as the Excelsior. So these two has premium matchmaking, but I think they will not be removing tier 5s. So these two should be fine. These are more like 30% chance that they will be removed. The AT-15A has normal matchmaking, so this is out of the question. The TOG 2 is somewhat confirmed to be removed, so that sucks. And the rest is alright, so the rest is fine. Americans, we have the light tanks at low tier, which is fine. The Ram 2 has normal matchmaking, this is out of the question. The T-14 might get the same treatment as the Matilda Black Prince and the Excelsior because it has preferential matchmaking, but I doubt it they will be removing this tank from tier 5, so 30% chance. The Sherman Improved has normal matchmaking, out of the question. Alright, so is the Fury. Alright, the Scorpion is the same. Nobody has the T-25E3 other than one person. The Super Pershing is a very good choice of getting removed from the gift shop. So this might become a tournament reward or special event sale. So the Super Pershing is like 80% to actually 70% to 80% chance of being removed, in my opinion, because it is an old tank and it is constantly buffed and debuffed, and tons of shit has happened to the Super Pershing. So yeah, 75% chance of this tank getting removed. And lastly, we have the Russians. So Russians, Treyarch, nobody has it unless you played the game for a long time. Su-76I, nobody has it. So light tanks are fine at low tier. The Valentine 2, it has actually superior matchmaking, but I doubt they'll remove low tiers. So low tiers are mostly fine. It is like tier 8 and tier 7 they're worrying about. So Matilda 4 and the Churchill 3, the KV-220, as well as the Su-85I, these are pretty much fine in my opinion, so this should be stable. The Su-122-44 has normal matchmaking, same goes for the Su-100Y, so those are out of the question. The IS-6, this is a big one. The IS-6 has been in the game for a long time, and in my opinion, if they're going to remove a premium tank with preferential matchmaking, the IS-6 is like 80% choice because it is very popular, and they do have an IS-5 coming in at tier 8 as well. So depend on if the IS-5 is going to be a gift shop tank, the IS-6 might get removed. So yeah, IS-6 is a very, very high percentage of being replaced in my opinion. But the rest of these, KV-5 is already following that case. ISU-130 is developers only or moderators only, so you don't see that as often. So in general, IS-6 for the Russians, Super Pershing for the American, the TOG 2 for the British, Japanese is fine. The Germans is the Panzer S-35, the Panther M10 Wolverine, likely the Yak Tiger 88, we don't know yet, and the FCM-50T is borderline grayish area. So yeah, these are the premium tanks with preferential matchmaking that might see a removal from the gift shop and becomes E25 status or KV5 status, one of which. But yeah, legacy vehicles like golden oldies that's being removed. So in my opinion, if you want to get the IS-6, I have one, it's pretty good, or the TOG 2. Now is a good time, but they'll probably announce it first, like how they did with the E25 beforehand. So this is just a prediction, but yep, if you want the party bus or the clown car, that's the TOG 2. Now would be a good time to get it before 9.7 gets released. So they'll probably update everybody about it and say the TOG 2 will be replaced soon, and now is the last chance to buy one, blah 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 blah. So if there's going to be a sale of the TOG 2 soon, before they announce the actual removal of the TOG 2, I recommend you buy a TOG 2 for like 50% off. But for now, or 30% off actually, I think it was 30. Yeah, 30% off for tier 6 and above. But for now, be watchful, be vigilant, because these tanks are legacy vehicles and they might get removed. But thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Quick video, public service announcement. So leave a comment below on which tanks you think might get removed. And yeah, subscribe to my channel for more World of Tanks stuff. I should be keeping you guys up to touch about this info with Twitter and Facebook, but nobody follows me on Twitter and Facebook yet, so video about it. More details too. So thank you guys for watching as always, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.